Welcome everybody to this new lecture of our paper number first, mechanics. Today we will discuss about why a central force is a conservative one, and the second topic we will try to cover in this lecture is the conservative force uh, can be written as or can be treated as the negative gradient of scalar potential, and any conservative field or force can be written in this manner. And these two topics are we what we are trying to cover up these two topics in this lecture. Before starting this lecture, let us first uh, recap or remind the topics we covered in this unit of our paper number first, mechanics. The first one we are studied here is the Newton's law of motion. There are three types of uh, laws of motion that Newton gives us. The first is the law of inertia. The second is the mathematically we can say that F equals to ma, and the third is the law of accidental reaction. Okay, then we are talking there about the limitations of Newton's law. Actually, especially the limitations of second law of Newton, and then we were going there for the topic of frame of reference. There are two types of frame of reference. The first one is the inertial frame of reference, and the second one is the non-inertial frame of reference. Inertial frame of reference is a frame of reference in which Newton's law of motion can be frequently applied, and second one is the non-inertial frame of reference in which Newton's law cannot be applied frequently. Okay, and then we are reached there to the topic of central force, the characteristics of central force, and example of central force, the gravitational force and the electrostatic force between the 2 point charges, and then non-central force, the conservative force and the non-conservative force, and also explains there the characteristics of a central or and non-central, the conservative force and non-conservative force, characteristics of these forces. So today we will discuss about the central force, why we can return or can assume a central force as a conservative force. Okay, so let's start to this topic, and then we are try to find the gradient of a conservative force, or we can say that why we can write a conservative force as the negative gradient of any scalar function. Okay, so let's start this topic. The central force, you can say that the central force a कंजर्वेटिव फोर्स, यानी सेंट्रल फोर्स का जो नेचर है वो किस नेचर का होता है, कंजर्वेटिव फोर्स. सेंट्रल फोर्स के बारे में हमने डिस्कस पहले कर लिया है. तो सेंट्रल फोर्स एक ऐसा फोर्स है दैट एक्ट्स टुवर्ड्स द सेंटर और अवे फ्रॉम द सेंटर, एंड इट इज ऑलवेज, or we can say that the magnitude of this type of force can be measured in terms of the distance from the center. So एक सेंट्रल फोर्स को हम कंजर्वेटिव फोर्स प्रूफ करने की बात कह रहे हैं, यानी जो सेंट्रल फोर्स का नेचर है वो एक कंजर्वेटिव फोर्स की तरह का होता है. इस बात को हम यहाँ डिड्यूस करेंगे, प्रूफ करेंगे. So let's start that a central force is a conservative force, and a conservative force is the negative gradient of any scalar potential. You know that कि जो सेंट्रल फोर्स है वो कंजर्वेटिव फोर्स होता है, और किसी भी कंजर्वेटिव फोर्स को हम निगेटिव ग्रेडियंट ऑफ एनी स्केलर फंक्शन और यानी स्केलर पोटेंशियल फंक्शन के बारे में हम इसलिए कह रहे हैं क्योंकि पोटेंशियल भी एक स्केलर फंक्शन ही होता है, तो हम ये कह सकते हैं. सो देयरफॉर a central force is the negative gradient of scalar potential. You get that point? A central force is the nature of the central force is the conservative nature, and conservative force can be written as the negative gradient of any scalar function. So the central force can be written as the negative gradient of any scalar potential. Okay. So central force can be written as this type of force, that the magnitude of this force can the force can be represented as the F vector F can be written as the magnitude of vector F, the Fr, and direction of the force, which is always into the direction of R vector, where Fr is a function of R only, and unit vector R is a unit vector along the vector R. Suppose the force acts on a particle and displaces it through a small distance dr, then work done by the force. हमने सपोज किया कि हमारे पास एक कोई पार्टिकल है जिसपे ये कंजर्वेटिव नेचर का फोर्स वर्क करता है, और वर्क करने के कारण वो फोर्स जब उस पार्टिकल पे एक्ट करेगा तो वो पार्टिकल कुछ डिस्टेंस डिस्प्लेस हो जाएगा, और उस डिस्टेंस को हमने कंसीडर किया है द वेक्टर dr. बिकॉज ये इंफिनिटिसिमल डिस्प्लेसमेंट है तो इसको वेक्टर ट्रीट किया है. ऑल्दो द डिस्टेंस इज नॉट अ वेक्टर क्वांटिटी, बट इंफिनिटिसिमल डिस्टेंस कैन बी ट्रीटेड एज अ वेक्टर. So the work done by the force can be written as the dw is equals to F, the vector F dot dr. This, and you can frequently use this lesson in mechanics in your 11th or plus 2 standard. So work done in moving the particle from position A, that is point R1, to point B is equals to R2, can be written as integrating this equation on both sides from A to B. We can get the integration of dw is equals to w, and integration, because the lower limit we are starting from a point A and we are going to a point B, we can show here to this type of path, this is the point A and this is the point B, and this force is work in this manner. So in this manner we can reach from point A to point B. So the work done we can calculate by integrating this type of equation on both sides from the lower limit A to the upper limit B, and here you can see that the lower limit is A and the upper limit is B. We start from point A and going to point B, and the work done between these 2 points can be calculated by integrating this type of equation. So integration from A to B, the integrands here is F dot dr vector, and the vector F, in accordance to this equation we can write that the magnitude of vector F is F, and the direction of vector F is the r cap, the unit vector into the direction of line joining the 2 points A and B, dot dr, and r cap dot dr vector always gives me the dr. We can frequently use these types of relation in electricity and magnetism or classical electrodynamics course. So r dot dr always, r cap dot dr vector always gives me the magnitude of dr. This. So dr, F dot dr gives me this type of equation, and on solving of this type of equation we can reach दिस रिजल्ट. सो बेसिकली जो फोर्स है, जो वर्क डन है, वो कैन बी रिटन, वो हम इस तरह की इक्वेशन से रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं. और हम ये जानते हैं कि सेंट्रल फोर्स का जो नेचर है वो कंजर्वेटिव टाइप का होता है, और कंजर्वेटिव फोर्स को हम नेगेटिव ग्रेडियंट ऑफ एनी स्केलर फंक्शन की फॉर्म में हम उसको रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं. तो फोर्स को जब हम रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे तो हम फोर्स को रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे बाय द नेगेटिव gradient of any scalar function. Here v is any scalar function, although this is the potential here, but this is not the necessary condition that this is always be the potential. But we जैसे मैंने आपको बताया कि हम अभी अभी इलेक्ट्रिसिटी और मैग्नेटिज्म के कोर्स को कंप्लीट करके यहाँ आए हैं, तो v जो हमारे माइंड में है अभी केवल पोटेंशियल है, बट ये कोई भी स्केलर फंक्शन हो सकता है. यहाँ एनर्जी, पोटेंशियल एनर्जी, f का जो ये रिलेशन है एक्चुअली पोटेंशियल एनर्जी के साथ होता है. सो अगर f को मैं इस इक्वेशन में ये रिप्लेस कर दूं, दैट इज माइनस डेल v, दैट इज माइनस ग्रेडियंट ऑफ v, then this equation becomes w is on the left hand side and here is negative because of this negative sign. A to b integration is between the same limits, and f this is replaced by this type of function, that is del v, because of minus comes here, so del v dr. And we know that we doing this type of topics in the past of this syllabus, then we can easily write to del v dr is equals to dv. Why? Because we are doing here this type of integration, that del v dr can be written as this type of equation, that is the del v and dr is I dx, so del v dr can be written as in the form of dv. This. So by the use of this type of result, we can deduce this type of equation. So this will become to equals to dv, and when you integrate dv and get these two limits and put these two limits in place of v, because the integration of dv is equals to v, and when we put the lower limit a and upper limit v, we can get this type of relation. That is equation number first of our equation. This, the work done can be written as va minus vv equals to 1. So thus the work done depends only on the values of the integral of v, that is these values, that is at the end points and not on the actual path followed. यानी ये जो वर्क डन है जिसको हमने w कहा है, जो वर्क डन है जिसको हम w कह रहे हैं, ये आप इस रिजल्ट को अगर ध्यान से देखें तो ये डिपेंड करता है केवल v a पर, यानी a पर जो पोटेंशियल का वैल्यू है और b पर जो पोटेंशियल का वैल्यू, अगर दोनों को सब्ट्रैक्ट कर दें आप तो आपके पास आ जाएगा तो टोटल वर्क डन बाय द कंजर्वेटिव फोर्स. और ये केवल इन वैल्यूज पर डिपेंड करते हैं, यानी जो पोटेंशियल का वैल्यूज पॉइंट ए पर है और जो पोटेंशियल का वैल्यू पॉइंट बी पर है, इस वैल्यू पर डिपेंड करती है. इस बात पर निर्भर नहीं करता कि आप किस रास्ते से ए से बी तक पहुंचे हैं. अगर कंजर्वेटिव फोर्स के द्वारा आप ए से बी तक गए हैं, ये जो वर्क डन है एक कंजर्वेटिव फोर्स के द्वारा हुआ है, तो हमेशा कंजर्वेटिव फोर्स इस बात पर निर्भर करेगा कि आप केवल पॉइंट ए का पोटेंशियल देखिए और पॉइंट बी का पोटेंशियल देखिए, और इस बात पर बिल्कुल ध्यान नहीं देना है कि आप किस वे से, किस रास्ते से आप पॉइंट ए से पॉइंट बी तक पहुंचे हैं. ठीक है, ये कंजर्वेटिव फोर्स की बात. अगर यही कार्य, द सेम वर्क can be done by a non-conservative force, and if this work is done by the non-conservative force, then the work done depend on the path followed by the particle displaced from the point A टू द पॉइंट बी, यानी इस रास्ते पर निर्भर करने लगता है। अगर यही सेम जो वर्क है वो किसी नॉन कंजर्वेटिव नेचर के फोर्स से, जैसे कोई न्यूक्लियर फोर्स या और तरह के जितने फोर्सेस जिसको हम नॉन कंजर्वेटिव नेचर का फोर्स बोल सकते हैं, उन सब के द्वारा अगर इस तरह का कोई कार्य किया जाता, पॉइंट पी ए से कोई पार्टिकल को डिस्प्लेस किया जाता पॉइंट बी तक, तो वो उस पाथ, जिस पाथ के द्वारा ये पार्टिकल पॉइंट ए से पॉइंट बी तक डिस्प्लेस हुआ है, उस पर भी निर्भर करता है। इफ दिस वर्क इज डन बाय द non-conservative force. Okay, so this result. So a central force has the nature of the conservative one, has the nature of the force of conservative one, and the conservative force is the work done by a conservative force is only depends on the value of this scalar function at point A and at the starting point, you can say, and at the end point, you can say. But if the same work is done by a non-conservative force, then the result is different. That is, the non-conservative force is also depends on the path followed by the particle. Okay, so this. So move now towards our new topic, that the conservative force can be written as the negative gradient of potential. The conservative force can be written as the negative gradient of scalar potential. Scalar potential, because potential जब हम स्टडी करते हैं एएमटी में, तो वहाँ हम दो तरह के पोटेंशियल के साथ डील करते हैं। द फर्स्ट वन इज द स्केलर पोटेंशियल, सेकंड वन द मैग्नेटिक वेक्टर पोटेंशियल। लेकिन यहाँ आपको टॉपिक है द कंजर्वेटिव फोर्स एज द नेगेटिव ग्रेडियंट ऑफ स्केलर पोटेंशियल। ओके, सो इफ F is a conservative force, then according to the definition of potential energy, we can write it in this way, that the integration A to B F dot dr can be written as VA minus VB, and where from the VA minus VB expression comes from this type of function, and this type of function comes from this type of equation. So basically we can write that this type of integration, that is integration from A to B between these two limits of a force, is equals to the negative of the same integration between the same limits and dV, the potential difference between the 2 points. So by this result we can write that this term, the first term A to B, the integration from A to B F dot dr, can be written as negative of A to B and dV. This, and from this result we can write that minus of dV. You can compare these two terms. Minus of dV can be written as this type of term. A to B, same integration, same limits, same. So the integrands can be compared here. So when we compare these two integrands, then dV equals to, actually minus dV equals to F dot dr, and when we integrate this equation on both sides, we can write that integration of dV is equals to minus V, and integration of this function is integration F dot dr. So this is equation number 2. Okay, so this, and now the negative sign in the last equation, this negative sign in equation number 2, we are talking about this negative sign in equation number 2. The negative sign in equation number 2 is simply indicates that the work done by the conservative force is equal to the corresponding decrease in the potential energy, तो पोटेंशियल एनर्जी में डिक्रीज को शो करता है, इसलिए वो नेगेटिव साइन वहां है, ठीक है। सो इन कार्टेशियन कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टम में अगर हम डील करें, सो अभी हमारा जो वर्क है वो ये है कि ये जो इक्वेशन नंबर 2 हमारे पास आया है, इसका जो इंटीग्रेंड्स पार्ट है इसको हम सोल्व करने की कोशिश करते हैं, और सोल्व करने का हमने मेथड चुना है इन कार्टेशियन कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टम। सो हम वैल्यू कैलकुलेट करेंगे एफ डॉट डी आर की, और एफ डॉट डी आर की जो वैल्यू होगा फिर से हम उसको पुट करेंगे इक्वेशन नंबर 2 पे, और इक्वेशन नंबर 2 हमें जो रिजल्ट देगी उस पे फिर हम आगे वर्क करेंगे। ओके, सो दिस इज द वर्क। फर्स्ट वी are interesting to calculate the integrands in equation number 2 on the right hand side of equation number 2. So in Cartesian coordinate system, the dr vector can be written as the I dx plus j dy plus k dz, where I, j and k are the unit vectors in three mutually perpendicular axes respectively, and the vector f, the force, can be written as in the component form, that I fx, the force acting in the x direction, j fi, this is the force acting in the direction of y axis, and k fz, this is the amount of force or magnitude of force acting in the direction of z axis. So according to equation number 2, we can write minus v, this is the function on the left hand side, is equals to the integration of f dot dr, this the integration of f dot dr, and the value of f in Cartesian coordinate system we can write in this way. So f is here in place of f I fx plus j fy plus k fz, dot is same, and dr, the dr vector can be replaced by this type of function, that I cap dx plus j cap dy plus k cap dz, and we can get this type of function, that is the dot product of two vector quantity. So you can write when the dot product of I fx with I dx, you can write this type of function, that is fx dx, because the dot product of unit vector I with unit vector I is 1, and the other all dot product reduced to 0. Fy dot product with dy, fz is with dot product with dz, so we can get this type of function, that fx integration of fx dx plus fy dy plus fz dz, this type of function. Okay, so this equation can be written as the negative v on the left hand side is same, on the right hand side we can write the three integrands in the three term on this integrands into the integrands can be written separately by this type of equation, that integration of fx dx plus integration of fy dy plus integration of fz. This is simple rule of calculation or integration. So say this is the equation number 3. So partially differentiating v with respect to x, y and z. So this is the law of partial differentiation, and you partially differentiating the function, any scalar function, so you can write this type of relation, that is negative is same here, del v over del x dx plus del v over del y dy plus del v over del z dz. Okay, simply very roughly आप ऐसा कर सकते हैं कि dx is cancelled by del x, dy is cancelled by dy, dz is cancelled, dv dv gets you the whole v. Okay, so if you look at equation number 3 and equation number 4, then you can compare actually these two equations, then you can write that actually integration is also here, so this. So if you compare these two equations from the right hand side, left hand side is same. So comparing the right hand side of equation number third and equation number fourth, we can conclude that the value of fx actually this is the comparison between dx and dx. So the fx from here is minus del v by del x. Comparing the second term on the right hand side, fy dy, here is del v over del y and dy. So dy is same here. Actually the comparing the coefficient of dy. So comparing the coefficient of dy, here is fy and here is the coefficient of dy is del v over del y, and negative sign is here. That's why this term will be negative. So fy is equals to minus del v over del y, and fz can be written as minus del v over del z. So these are the three results. The value of the force or magnitude of the force into the direction of x-axis. This gives the magnitude of the force into the direction of y-axis, and this gives me the magnitude of the force into the direction of z-axis. This. So if I want to calculate the total force acting on the system, then this can be written as that F is equals to Ifx plus Jfy plus Kfz, and you know that the magnitude of Fx is this, magnitude of Fy is this, and magnitude of Fz is this. So by for calculating the total force, we can write this type of equation, because negative is here, negative is here, negative is here, so negative is common. I cap is same. Fx, Ifx, the value of fx is del v over del x, so del v over del x, plus j cap is same. Fy, the value of fy from this expression is del y over del v, although negative here, but negative is common here, and plus k cap, the value of fz, and the value of fz is del v over del z. So that total force acting on a system is equals, can be written as in this form, and you can see that I del v over del x plus j del v over del y plus k del v over del z, and you see that v is in this term, v is also in this term, so v is also in this term, so we can common this function v from the above expression. Then this expression can be written as I del over del x plus j del over del y plus k del over del v is common here. And what is this? I del over del x plus j del over del y plus k del over del. This is actually the vector operator del. This because in Cartesian coordinate system we can write the operator del as I del over del x plus j del over del y plus k del over del z. This type of function. So actually negative is same in this in the place of this bracketed term, which is actually the vector operator del. So in place of bracketed term is the del vector operator del, and v is same here. So actually the force, the total force work on the system can be written as the negative gradient of any scalar function. So f can be written as minus del v, and minus del v can be written as the negative gradient of any potential function. So thus a conservative force, this is the criteria, the force must be of the conservative one, or the nature of the force must be the conservative nature. That a conservative force can be expressed as the negative gradient of scalar potential can be F equals to minus del V or minus grade of V. So this is the result from this topic, that a conservative force can be written as the negative gradient of any potential, any scalar function, and this is the very important topic in your syllabus and asked many times in examinations. So concentrate on it and try to drive it, and you can easily get that. So today we were discussing about the central force. The nature of the central force is the conservative force, is the conservative nature, and also a conservative force can be written as the negative gradient of any scalar function. So thank you for now. Meet you into the next one. Thank you.